7 december 1941, 7:48 a.m. Ford Island, Pearl Harbor, Hawaii. The tropical sun hangs low over the azure waters, casting a golden hue on the mighty hull of the USS West Virginia, moored snugly in Battleship Row. The air is thick with the scent of salt and diesel, mingled with the faint aroma of breakfast frying in the galley below decks. Sailors stir lazily on this Sunday morning, some nursing hangovers from Liberty the night before, others scribbling letters home. You can almost hear the gentle lap of waves against the steel, the distant call of seabirds wheeling overhead. It's a scene of deceptive peace, the kind that lulls you into forgetting the world is on the brink. Aboard the West Virginia, Mess Attendant Second Class Doris Miller, known to his shipmates as Dory, moves with the quiet efficiency of a man who's made routine his armor. At 22 years old, this strapping Texan from Waco stands over 6 feet tall, his broad shoulders honed from years of farm work and Navy drills. As one of the few African-American sailors in a segregated Navy, his role is confined to the mess, serving meals, collecting laundry, tending to officers' needs. No combat training for men like him, no handling of weapons, no dreams of glory. But Dory doesn't complain. He boxes in his free time, a heavyweight champ among the crew, his fists quick and his spirit unyielding. Down in the laundry room, Dory sorts through piles of whites and blues, the hum of the ship's machinery, a steady backdrop. The glow. The West Virginia is burning, not just smoldering, roaring. A 500-pound bomb has punched through the deck near the galley, igniting storerooms packed with paint, oil, and cleaning fluid. The flames leap 20 feet high, fed by ruptured fuel lines. Black smoke coils like a living thing, so dense it blocks the sun. Men cough blood, blinded, stumbling into bulkheads they can no longer see. The list has been stabilized at about 18 degrees, thanks to the heroic counter-flooding. But the ship still feels like she's trying to roll over and die. Dory Miller lowers Captain Benion's cot gently behind the armored conning tower. The captain's breathing is shallow, his face gray. He grips Dory's wrist with surprising strength. "Keep fighting, son," Benion whispers. "Don't let her go down." Dory nods once, jaw tight. Then he turns back into the furnace. He finds Lieutenant Ricketts near the starboard side, face streaked with soot, shouting for hoses. The fire main is still holding pressure miraculously, but the flames are spreading faster than the damage control parties can advance. Hoses lie in coils, abandoned by crews, either killed, wounded, or driven back by the heat. One line is already playing, but the stream is weak, barely reaching the base of the fire. Ricketts spots Dory's towering frame moving through the smoke like a shadow made of iron. "Miller, you know how to handle a hose?" Dory doesn't hesitate. "Yes, sir. Used them plenty on the farm. Put out brush fires bigger than TH." The West Virginia is dying slowly, stubbornly, but dying all the same. Water surges through the 7 torpedo gashes below the waterline, flooding engineering spaces, boiler rooms, the very heart of her propulsion. Fires still flicker in pockets aft, but the main blazes are beaten back, thanks to men like Dory wielding hoses like lifelines. The harbor around her is a graveyard. The Arizona, a smoldering hulk, her superstructure collapsed into the flames. The Oklahoma capsized, her keel skyward, trapping over 400 souls inside. The California, settling low, her decks awash. Planes continue their deadly ballet overhead. Though few are now, the first wave retreating, the second pressing the attack. Dory Miller follows Lieutenant Commander Johnson through the haze toward the quarterdeck, where the wounded lie in rows like fallen logs. The air reeks of burnt flesh and cordite. Medics, pharmacists' mates, mostly work frantically with morphine, syrettes, and sulfa powder, bandaging what they can. One sailor clutches a shattered arm, whimpering. Another stares blankly at the sky. his chest a ragged mess from strafing runs. Dory kneels beside a gunner's mate, with burns across his back, the skin peeling away in sheets. He helps roll the man onto a stretcher, careful not to jostle the wounds. "Easy there," Dory says, his voice a low rumble, steady as an anchor chain. The man nods weakly, gratitude in his eyes. "No time for more." Johnson points to a cluster of sailors struggling with a fire near. Ford Island's mud clings to Dory Miller's uniform like a second skin, oil and soot turning him into a specter of the battle just survived. The sun, now higher, filters through palls of smoke rising from the harbor, a funeral pyre for the Pacific Fleet. Sirens wail in the distance. Rescue crews pull more men from the water, some alive, others not. Dory sits against a shattered palm trunk, his massive frame slumped but unbroken. His hands blistered from hose nozzles and gun handles tremble slightly as the adrenaline ebbs. Around him, survivors share cigarettes, their voices hushed, recounting the nightmare in fragments. "Did you see that mess attendant on the 50 calories? Took down a 0, like it was nothing." Word travels fast in a fleet, under fire. By afternoon, as the last Japanese planes retreat, 273 aircraft launched. 29 lost, the tails coalesce. Lieutenant Delano reports to superiors. "Miller manned the gun without training, sir. Fired until the belts ran dry," Lieutenant White corroborates. "He carried the captain, fought the fires, saved lives. Even in the chaos of triage tents, whispers spread. Dory Miller, the cook from Texas, became a warrior when it mattered most. Back on the mainland, America wakes to war. Radios crackle with news flashes. Pearl Harbor attacked. Battleships sunk. President Roosevelt addresses Congress the next day, his voice resolute. A date which will live in infamy. The nation reels 7 battleships, damaged or destroyed. 2,403 dead, 1,178 wounded. Imagine it. A world where courage isn't confined by color or class, where a single act ripples into eternity. Doris Miller's story didn't fade with the war's end. It grew, embedding itself in the American conscience like an anchor in seabed sand. In the years following his death, as the Allies claimed victory in Europe and the Pacific, his name became synonymous with the unsung heroes who turned the tide, not with grand strategies, but with raw grit in forgotten moments. Post-war America grappled with change. The GI Bill opened doors, but segregation lingered like smoke after a fire. Miller's Navy Cross, pinned by Nimitz amid the ruins of Pearl, sparked debates in Congress and barbershops alike. Why restrict men of his caliber to mess duties? In 1948, President Truman desegregated the armed forces with Executive Order 9981, a move many trace back to stories like Dory's. Black sailors, once stewards, now trained as gunners, pilots, captains. The USS Miller, launched in 1973, sailed as a frigate through Cold War waters. Her crews diverse, her missions a testament to progress. But legacies aren't just ships or policies, they're personal. In Waco, Texas, Henrietta Miller received her son's posthumous Purple Heart, her home a shrine to his memory. She spoke at events, her voice steady. Dory was quiet, but strong. He loved his country, even when it didn't always love him back. Schools, named after him, dotted the map from elementary halls in California to community centers in Illinois.